What's up, y'all? Looking forward to being undisputed in September. Let's get it. It's work time.
Canelo comes out there what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins.
Terence Crawford has once again stunned the boxing world with his bulked-up physique and bold goal of becoming the undisputed champion against Canelo Alvarez. However, his trainer, Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, kept fight details under wraps but is thrilled for the challenge. He believes Crawford is one of boxing's greats and, alongside Red and Bernie, is fully committed to guiding him to victory.
First off, how excited are you about it, and break the fight down for us?
Well, I ain't gonna break the fight down for you because I don't want to get a game plan away, but I'm excited for Terence more than anything.
Bomac continued, saying Crawford must have seen something when he called out Canelo. Since Canelo was the one being challenged, it shows Crawford truly believes he can win. Bomac stressed that their job is to prepare him and make victory a reality.
Like this, the man must have seen something when he called to Canelo out, because you gotta remember, bro called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win, and he know he can win. So like I said before, it's our job to get him to that.
Caleb Plant acknowledged Terence Crawford's strength, sharp punching, and versatility, able to fight in both orthodox and southpaw stances while controlling different ranges. He called the matchup exciting but unpredictable, which is why fans are eagerly awaiting the fight to see how it all plays out in the ring.
I give him a chance. You know, Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside, and he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, be able to find out first.
Caleb Plant advised Terence Crawford to stay true to his style, reminding him of his ability to fight at any range in both southpaw and orthodox stances. He encouraged Crawford to stay relaxed, enjoy training, and let the dice roll when fight night comes.
I would just encourage Terence to be himself. As I said before, from the inside, mid-range, outside, southpaw, right hand, moving left, moving right, he can do it all. So I would encourage him to stay relaxed, go in there, have fun, have a good camp, and let the dice roll, right? So.
Showbiz the adult noted that Bud Crawford might have been right in saying 168 pounds is too big, with 154 pounds likely being his limit. While Crawford may not see himself at middleweight or super middleweight, he still believes he can beat Canelo, even if he wouldn't face fighters like Caleb Plant.
There's a chance that Bud Crawford was absolutely right when he was talking about 168 is too big and 154 the highest. There's a chance that Crawford doesn't feel that he can fight at middleweight or super middleweight. That's not the point. But he thinks he can beat Canelo. It sounds the same, but it's different. Y'all saw Sugar Ray Leonard getting his ass whipped at middleweight, but he beat Patty. You get where I'm coming from? There's a chance he's like, I can't beat Caleb Plant, or the hell, right? I can't campaign at 168, but I can.
Regis Prograis backed Canelo to win, emphasizing that weight classes exist for a reason. While he respects Crawford as one of the best, he believes Canelo's strength and experience at higher weights give him the clear advantage.
Man, I got Canelo on that one. Crawford. Yeah, I got Canelo, bro. I mean, I was watching Canelo earlier, Canelo versus Triple G. I mean, I just think that it's weight class for a reason. Crawford, the best. I think Crawford, the best fighter on the planet. Been the best fighter on the planet for years, you know what I'm saying?
Prograis admitted it's tough to bet against either fighter but believes Canelo's success across multiple weight classes makes him the bigger challenge. In the end, he picked Canelo, despite having great respect for Crawford.
Usyk and Inoue, they're the best on the planet. But for me, obviously, I'm American. We got to stick with the Americans. So I think Crawford the best fighter on the planet. But Canelo, I think Canelo just a different monster, bro. They always say this, bro. They make weight class for a reason. So I got Canelo, bro. It's hard for me to Canelo like the tank, bro. It's hard for me to go against him. It's hard for me to go against Bud too. But oh man, with Canelo with going up those weight divisions, I feel like I'm going Canelo.
Brian Norman admitted he struggled to pick a winner since both Crawford and Canelo are elite fighters. While size usually matters, he recalled legends like Roberto Duran and Shane Mosley, who moved up and won. Based on that, he believes Crawford can do the same and is backing him to win.
Actually, I love that fight. With that fight, I went back and I was sitting and marinating on it. At first, I couldn't pick a side for real because they both are good fighters, and we all know good fighter, check. But you got a good smaller fighter and a good bigger fighter. The good bigger fighter got the advantage. But then I started thinking about it. Roberto Duran jumped 2 weight classes and beat the man, Sugar Ray Leonard. Shane Mosley jumped 2 weight classes and beat the man, Oscar De La Hoya. So why Crawford can't do it? So with that being said, I'm going for Crawford.
Crawford is refining his versatility, mastering both stances with precision, while Canelo is building explosive power to dominate at 168 pounds. Both camps are intense, ensuring they peak for this high-stakes showdown. Canelo has been seen sparring with Jamie Munguia, proving his relentless dedication and hunger to face the biggest fighters. The biggest concern was Crawford's weight, but that isn't stopping him from chasing big fights. His latest ripped physique proves he's putting in serious work to take on the Mexican monster, Canelo. Both Crawford and Canelo are training relentlessly. Crawford is honing his versatility, perfecting his ability to switch between orthodox and southpaw while staying sharp. Meanwhile, Canelo is laser-focused on power and conditioning, aiming to dominate at 168 pounds. Both camps are pushing hard to ensure peak performance for this high-stakes showdown. Canelo has been seen sparring with Jamie Munguia, highlighting his intense training and unwavering passion for taking on the sport's biggest fighters.
What's up, y'all? Looking forward to being undisputed in September. Let's get it. It's work time.
The biggest concern surrounding the fight was Crawford's weight, but nothing seems to stop Bud Crawford from chasing big fights. His bulked-up physique proves his dedication and hard work as he prepares to take on the Mexican monster, Canelo Alvarez.
Well, the weight won't be the factor. The factor will be how Canelo chooses to make the fight. Canelo comes out there what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
Roy Jones Jr. argued that weight wouldn't decide the outcome of a Canelo versus Crawford fight. Instead, he emphasized Canelo's strategy as the key factor. If he plays to his strengths, he'll likely win. But if he makes mistakes or lacks focus, Crawford could capitalize and take the victory.
You said how difficult is it? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little difficult because you gotta, what are you gonna have to put on, like an extra 14 pounds? So he might be a little slower, or who knows, he could be faster. I don't know. Like, it's just, you gotta add more weight and gain more muscle and stuff like that, moving up in weight and things like that. So it's a little harder, but I don't know. You know, we'll see on fight night how he'll look.
Moreover, Terence Crawford assured fans in a new social media video that he will become the undisputed champion. With unwavering confidence, he left no room for doubt. His mission is crystal clear. Crawford's training camps have been brutally intense, with relentless effort poured into every session, all to cement his legacy in a showdown against Canelo.
Yeah, that's what it's been talking about. They've been talking about it. I mean, listen, they just gotta win their fights first, and then we'll see what happens then. You know what I mean? If they're gonna fight before they fight each other, I think that's the smartest thing for both parties. And then we see how they look, and we go from there. Because nowadays, in the modern day era, you're only as good as your last.
Jaron Boutsenis discussed the challenges Terence Crawford might face in gaining weight for a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez. He noted that adding 14 pounds could affect Crawford's speed and performance. While weight gain is tough, how Crawford adapts remains uncertain until they step into the ring. Teofimo Lopez weighed in on the potential Crawford vs. Canelo fight, emphasizing that both fighters must first win their upcoming bouts. He stressed that in today's boxing world, reputations are built on recent performances, making it essential to see how they fare before speculating on a future showdown.
Size, bro, remember, like, Crawford then is a big boy as well. Crawford's a big guy when it comes to weight. A box fight, yeah.
What do you think?
I think Crawford, in my opinion, but size might matter. But then again, I think since when I fought Canelo's become a better boxer. He started boxing more better. You know what I mean? Technical more. Especially against the last fight against Mangui. He boxed really well as well. And he's looking really good. He's still, a lot of people might say, oh, he's getting old, this, that, another. But no, it's Canelo.
Amir Khan acknowledged that while Crawford is a big guy, size alone won't be enough to beat Canelo. He praised Canelo's evolution into a more technical and refined fighter, highlighting strong performances against Bivol and Munguia. Despite talk of aging, Khan sees Canelo as a beast who continues to improve and remain a dangerous challenge.
I think Crawford gonna win. I do. Okay. I'm picking Crawford to win.
B.R. Edwards shared his prediction, backing Terence Crawford to defeat Canelo Alvarez. He expects Crawford to win by decision, trusting his skills and strategy to overcome the challenges of Canelo's size and power. Blair Cobbs expressed deep respect for Terence Crawford, calling him a good friend and longtime favorite. However, he admitted it's tough to pick a winner against Canelo Alvarez. While hoping Crawford wins, Cobbs acknowledged the massive challenge posed by Canelo's resilience, size, and the high stakes of the fight.
I don't know. It's just hard for me to see. And like I'm a really big fan of Crawford. I've called him out for years, and I'm really good friends with Crawford. I think this would be a very, very steep task. So I'm not really picking anybody. I just really want to see a good fight. I would love to see Crawford pull it off, but it's very hard for me to see all of that happening with the variables of Canelo. Canelo is pretty tough.
Joel Diaz dismissed the idea that Crawford could easily beat Canelo, calling it ridiculous due to the huge size gap. He stressed that Canelo's power could change the fight with a single punch. While Crawford jumped from 147 to 154 pounds, moving to 168 would be an even bigger challenge.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that. But I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions.
Danny Garcia shared his excitement about a potential Canelo vs. Crawford showdown, recognizing both as elite pound-for-pound fighters. While intrigued by the stylistic clash, he noted Canelo's size at 168 pounds poses major challenges for Crawford. Regardless, he believes the fight would attract massive attention and generate a huge financial impact.
You know, at the end of the day, they're 2 great pound-for-pound fighters, and if they feel like, you know, it makes sense and they want to fight each other, stylistically, it's a great fight. But, you know, Canelo, he's a big dude, and I think it'd be hard for anyone to beat him at 168. But, you know, it's definitely a big money fight, and that's why we're all...
Jose Benavidez Jr. strongly backed Terence Crawford, arguing that many underestimate him against Canelo Alvarez. He acknowledged Canelo's size advantage but praised Crawford's boxing IQ and strategy. Benavidez also expressed disappointment that his brother, David Benavidez, never got to face Canelo, though only Canelo knows why. Still, he believes Crawford would make this fight thrilling.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, you know, I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but I mean, you can't take nothing from Crawford.
he goes in there to win. So I mean, I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. And he's got to keep moving forward, you know, got to keep moving forward, but it's going to be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford.
Benavidez Jr. praised Crawford's boxing IQ, especially his ability to switch stances, making him highly versatile. While many fighters fear Canelo, giving him a mental edge, Benavidez is confident Crawford will approach the fight differently, using his strategy to potentially gain the upper hand.
Canelo. Being with him, he adjusts. He's a smart motherfucker. He adjusts. He's not only does he switch from southpaw to orthodox, but he's just a smart. He has a high IQ in boxing, you know, and that's what I feel like. All these fighters that go in there to fight Canelo, they already go in there scared, is what I believe, you know, that which already beats him, you know. So Crawford's gonna go in there to fuck, not gonna go in there to fucking. So I mean, I have it going Crawford, bro. To be honest with you.
Adonis Wilkins shared his thoughts on the Crawford vs. Canelo fight, believing Crawford's move to 168 pounds could be a disadvantage. While he acknowledged Crawford's talent, he warned that added weight might slow him down. He believes Canelo's power will be the difference maker, giving him the upper hand if Crawford struggles with the weight jump.
Man, if the paperwork gets signed up and finished, if Crawford can get him to come down some weight,
no, it's gonna be at 68.
That's a bad look for Crawford. I love Crawford, dog. I think he's real talented, but you see him at 154 going up in weight class, and he kind of struggled. He didn't struggle, but that weight was definitely a difference. To go up another 2 weight classes after that, we're going to see a lot slower Terence Crawford. Yeah, his boxing ability is there, but Crawford don't hit like Canelo. Canelo's coming down for that fight. It's going to be rough. So I'm going to give it to Canelo. Love Crawford.
Wilkins predicted Canelo would win in the later rounds, comparing it to Canelo's fight with Caleb Plant, where Plant started strong but faded. He expects Crawford to tire by round 10, allowing Canelo's power to take over, landing heavy shots and eventually wearing Crawford down.
How you got that fight going? How does it go?
I say he's going to get him in the later rounds because of the weight difference. The weight difference is going to affect Crawford's win most likely, so he's probably going to slow down around 9 to 10 rounds. I think it's going to end up just like the Caleb Plant fight. Caleb Plant was winning that fight until them later rounds, so when it gets into them later rounds, I think Canelo's going to speed up and start really hurting him with the power.
Sean Porter pointed out that Terence Crawford's height and reach advantage over Canelo Alvarez could be a game-changer in their potential fight. He emphasized that Crawford's physical attributes make him a strong challenger, believing this matchup would be a true test, highlighting both fighters' strengths and skills in the ring.
I just said it, you know? And Terence is already taller than him, you know, has the reach.
Sean Porter pointed out that the timing is perfect for Canelo versus Crawford, as Canelo has fewer big-name opponents left. While Canelo is a seasoned veteran, Porter believes Crawford's skill and timing make this a thrilling matchup, an exciting opportunity for both fighters to showcase their abilities in a high-stakes battle.
Canelo Alvarez is losing big-name fighters to fight against. There's really no one else with a big name for him to fight against. Yeah. Benavidez deserves that fight, but his status isn't the level that Canelo, you know, kind of forced it with the young kid that he just got in the ring with. Yeah. Edgar Berlanga. He forced it with Edgar, you know, and he's that guy that you can get people to come to the fight no matter who you're in the ring with, you know. But all that being said, same thing for Terence. Terence is fighting a Canelo Alvarez who's been around the block. Canelo Alvarez who's been in quite a few wars. And, you know, I think it's perfect timing for both.
Robert Garcia admitted he's leaning toward Canelo but expects Crawford to put up a tough fight. He acknowledged Crawford's skill and determination but believes Canelo's size and experience will give him the edge. "I probably pick Canelo, but Crawford will make it competitive," he said. Meanwhile, Frank Warren called Canelo vs. Crawford a dream fight for fans. He believes that with the right promoters, it could become a reality and sees it as crucial for American boxing, keeping the sport exciting with high-stakes matchups.
Look, if it's done, I mean, as a boxing fan, I can't wait to see that fight. It's a fabulous fight. If anyone can get it done, His Excellency's the man, and you know, he's been a massive fan of both those guys, and I know when we've sat down or when we sit down and talk about up and coming shows, that's one he's always said he'd love to see, and I'm pretty positive that it will happen, and fingers crossed they get that over the line, because what a fight that'll be between those two, and a great fight for American boxing.
Yes,
you know, it's a real great fight. You need great fights.
What do you think about Crawford versus Canelo? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more great content.